Gotta give Frank Martin props for surviving that late surge, and Gary Antuanne Russell as well had to survive quite the surge from Andy Hiraoka. Said that jet lag doesn't affect him. Okay, that's interesting. Gotta wonder how he found that out, but after that late surge, I believe him. Russell, I heard him getting it from Tim Bradley, but I'm not so unimpressed. I think anyone who knew Hiraoka coming into this fight knew that he was a dog, knew that he wasn't gonna lie down. There were certainly questions with the jet lag and also the inactivity, but that's speculatory, and his substance, his skill was always there, and he was in form, he was in good shape. Where I think Gary came unstuck a little bit was just his style. Hiraoka's a banger. He is a devastating puncher. He's coming in with 10 straight knockouts, and Gary Antuanne's style, he goes right at you. He wants to fight you. You play into the hands of the puncher, and it leads to dangerous situations. That's why we have all these defensive fighters that throw no punches, and those guys are usually the best, usually the longest reigning champions. So I do think that the right man won, despite the good work from Hiraoka. Giving Antuanne some pushback, he lacked the adjustments. Doesn't really change the speed, give a different look ever. It's all kind of the same gear, and that's fine when you're in control, but when you start losing control and letting a guy back into the fight, you ought to try and do something different. He just didn't, and basically held on and got the decision in the end. So skated by, as we would say. Andy Hiraoka, I want him back in America, and I want him back soon. I don't want to see him 18 months off again or whatever. And I think for Russell, that might help him. If we saw him a little bit more frequently, maybe he wouldn't have such a hard time shifting gears. This was a very tough first title defense. A lot of guys get a gimme. Richardson Hitchens, for example, George Kambosos. And when he got a real contender in front of him, he said his tummy hurts. So respect to Antuanne anyway.